Welcome to my video, and I will introduce an insightful topic regarding constructivism and how it can be applied to foster a diverse teaching and learning atmosphere. Constructivism continue to be widely researched phenomenon in the realm of education. Notably, a large body of research refers to the constructivism as a focus that tend to cultivate creativity and participation of students in the learning environment. According to Capra 2019, both the teacher and students perceive knowledge as a dynamic and rapidly evolving concept. The learning atmosphere in a constructivist classroom is highly democratic and interactive. Moreover, teachers are encouraged to deliver the knowledge from a multicultural perspective without discrimination. As an art and a business teacher, understand about constructivist teaching strategy is paramount for nurturing conducive learning environments as a strategy to appeal to diverse learner. Empirical evidence from various research has emphasized the need to implement the rigorous curriculum to strengthen the existing learning style. So Capra 2019 further articulate that the success of the constructivist classroom can be attributed the ability of the teachers to demonstrate persistent and efforts to help the student to meet the learning outcomes. They can achieve this goal by ensuring they accord to the student equal opportunities to participate and respond to their work. In this video, I will address the specific consideration that encourage individual and social constructivist approach to learning. This video will also integrate the theory that supports constructivist classroom and pedagogy that appeal to the diverse learner. This constructivism theory is increasingly vital in teaching because it influences both the learner and teacher. Consequently, the teacher must understand how they create a unique learning environment for the class. So, Harman 2016 discussed that teachers should facilitate more than being an instructor. They should work to understand the persisting phenomenon using the learner or weakness to inculcate the missing knowledge. For instance, in an IT classroom, it is a crucial as a teacher to let the learners to participate by giving their narrative and digital world. After listening to their presentations regarding to the personal histories, they will have the necessary information that will allow them to adjust their approach to resonate with the learner's level of understanding. Before proceeding the next segment of the discussion, I would like to discuss the type of the constructivism to strengthen the understanding of its application. Educators can find success through three types of the constructivism: radical, social, and cognitive. To discuss about that, the cognitive emphasize that the idea of learning should resonate with the students' cognitive development stage. However, social constructivism encompasses the collaborative aspect of learning. In essence, it encourages the meaningful communications that can able to learn from each other's experience. Conversely, radical constructivism implies that the idea of knowledge from other students are not the truth, but should form an impetus to help the alternative knowledge and interpretation. So the teacher can also allow the student to present their digital narrative through the interactive forum that adhere the fundamental principle of the constructivism. So the Montgomery School discussed that one of the profound principle of the constructivism is that the knowledge is socially constructed. This aspect implies the students obtain the existing knowledge from the other learner and modify them to meet the understanding. Secondly, the theory assumed that the learning is the social activity that consider interpersonal relationship with other students. In other words, learning depends on the observation from the external environments that can influence an individual literacy. For instance, the family, teachers, and peers may impact the individual literacy. Therefore, to assist the constructive classrooms atmosphere, the teachers should understand the social engagement and peer involvement in nurturing the learner's mindset. So while this technology is so virtual tools in the process of the constructivism learning, so the inception of COVID-19 pandemic is increasingly focused teaching to online platform. So this aspect is due to need to avoid the physical contact and maintain the social distance. Carnegie Mellon University articulates that the technology is also becoming a inevitable aspect of contemporary learning. So therefore, as a teacher, I would need to update my skill to maintain the relevance in the dynamic teaching method to involve the technology. This virtual technology platform are also integrated into teaching and learning to ensure the fruitful learning experience. So Montgomery School discussed the technology enriched the instruction is a profile strategy for meeting learning needs for the diverse student through the active engagement. So moreover, it should be incorporate the web-based pictures and library to provide the virtual input and digitized book for ethical knowledge. As an IT teacher, the essential IT learning tools can be profoundly helped maintain the interactive classrooms as mandated by the constructivism theory, Zoom learning software, Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams, and Slack. So Zoom is considering one of the leading online teaching software that become popular with COVID-19 lockdown and that are threatening the education in the international arena. It was initially applied for virtual meeting that but got more popularity with its integration in education. This platform allows live record videos and recording classrooms interactions. So I will utilize the platform to encourage the interaction among the students as I observe their reactions to giving discussion topics. So another integral tool that can be used to foster constructivist classroom environment is a Google Classroom. So according to the Carnegie Mellon University, Google Classroom is a learning management system that allows teachers to create assignments, host virtual classes. The platform also has the essential accessory like Google Sheet, calculators, and calendars to enable the scheduling classes for effective time management. I will utilize this digital platform to create assignment for learners to elevate their knowledge regarding to the taught subject. Microsoft Teams may also be profiled tool to supplement Google Classroom for students with no access to this platform. So as a strategy to justify the implement in the mentioned tool is a virtual consider how the mentioned tool appears to the diverse learner. Firstly, the instrument appeals to all types of the learners in the classroom environments. For instance, auditory learners can benefit from the virtual and auditory provision on the platform. Furthermore, it allows the students to participate through directions like thumbs up and thumbs down to show the attitude towards the subjects. So this aspect makes the teacher more of a facilitator in the forum than an instructor. And also, so one of the ethical implications with the implementing online learning systems has been cheating, where the students share their details with the third party. As a strategy to mitigate the issue, I will intensify the student-teachers communication in the forum using the video. The second leading challenge has been attributed to the plagiarism from the online source that amount the academic honesty. Another fundamental evidence based on the pedagogy for the nurturing diverse learning environments is the development of the caring relationships. So Montgomery schools argue that caring relationship between the teachers and students are not a fail, but integral to academic succeed. As a strategy to accommodate all students, I will strive to establish caring relationship for each student to ensure that they feel respected regardless of their religion or ethnic group. For instance, I will forbid using vulgar or inappropriate language about this learners to promote the caring and the nurturing environment. I also understand that online interactions are vulnerable to the cyberbullying, which might undermine integrating constructivist environment. Therefore, I will ensure that the students read the term and conditions for engaging the interactive environment without using the language to provoke or trigger the conflicts. I will further encourage the student to participate in team building activities to increase their bonds and interpersonal relationships. Thank you.